Hey, what's going on, guys? Mark Thompson here. In this video, we're going to talk about the ins and outs of building a massive list. This is one of my favorite topics to discuss just because I love the art of list building, and it really is an art because there's so many different forms and methods and strategies behind list building. But if you can kind of master the basics, you can tweak the strategy to improve your list building technique. So let's dive right into it. So the different types of list building, there's lots of different types. The first one, and you may have heard these terms before but never really understood what they mean, so let me just kind of define them. So the first one is an ad swap. Okay, very, very simple. This is basically when you send an email to your list, okay, to a squeeze page for someone else, okay, and they do the same for you. So they give you some email swipe copy to send to your list, and you do the same thing. You give them an email to send to their list, and usually it goes to a squeeze page, and that way, you guys are almost trading leads or trading subscribers just to try to get them on your list. So this is a really good strategy for trying to leverage other people's lists and vice versa. Solo ads, it's the same thing except you're paying someone to send an email to their subscribers. So you don't have to reciprocate. You're just paying someone X number of dollars to email their list. Okay, and then a JV, which is a partnership for to help each other grow your list and revenue. So usually that's done through product launches. So you guys team up on a product and you launch it, and then you guys will build a list together from those new buyers. Now, kind of the foundation of list building is having some sort of squeeze page. If you haven't heard of a squeeze page, it's also known as a landing page. But a squeeze page is a page that is just geared towards getting the person to opt in their name and email address in return for something. Okay, so usually it's offering something of high value for free. Okay, so here's a screenshot of my 10-week internet marketing course. They get 10 weeks of content, and I just asked for their name and email address, and it's a nice kind of win-win for both parties. I'm getting them on my list, they're getting some free content that's valuable, and everybody wins. Now, with squeeze pages, this style page usually has the highest conversion rates as opposed to just a form in your sidebar or a form in the footer of your website. Okay, this is probably the easiest way to build a list. You're also minimizing the options that a user has on a squeeze page. As you can see, there's no navigation. There's nothing else that you can do on this page besides put in your name and email address and get access to the content. Okay, so this type of squeeze page is very easy to create and set up, and that's one of the reasons why affiliate marketers and internet marketers use it, is because it's such a great strategy. It's easy to set up, and it converts very high. So let's just look at the anatomy of a squeeze page. So you have your header, just some sort of branding. Okay, and this was the squeeze page that I used for the pre-launch of Six Figure Mastermind. Okay, there's a header, no navigation. There's a compelling headline. Okay, freebie offer, getting access to the Six Figure Mastermind Blueprint, plus unlock 3 life-changing training videos. Some features and benefits, an opt-in form with a call to action button, and obviously your form. Okay, so it's very simple and straightforward. There may be a little different variation of this that you'll see. You could also use a video. Video is very, very powerful. And it helps to personalize it, so you can definitely insert a video into here. I just didn't happen to have one on this page. Okay, now there's lots of different options. Okay, you do not need to be a designer or need to even go out and hire a designer to create you a squeeze page. You can use any of these different themes or plugins. Optimized Press is probably the most most popular. Many people have used this, and a lot of people just recognize their landing pages and squeeze pages that you can create. But it's a very nice theme. Pro Affiliate 2.0. This was a launch that I did with the guys from Mojo Themes. Again, very straightforward. You can create squeeze pages and landing pages with their templates. All you do is just populate the content that you want and your opt-in code from your email provider. WP Subscribers. This is a great WordPress plugin that allows you to basically add an opt-in form almost anywhere on your website. So you don't need to use their theme. You can use any theme that you want, and you just insert this plugin, and they give you lots of different options for where you want to place an opt-in form. Okay, and we're actually going to go through that in a second here. Flex Squeeze. Also, you can just Google Squeeze page templates or themes. There are so many out there that you will find one. There's a lot that are free. There are some that you pay for, but it's well worth it just to have some different squeeze page and landing page templates for just for list building. Okay, so let's talk about the different types of opt-in forms that there are. Okay, there's the pop-up form, which can be a bit obtrusive when you come to a website and you get this pop-up. There's pros and cons to it. The reason that so many people use pop-ups is because it actually does work very well. It does get the user's name and email address, but again, it can be obtrusive if someone comes to a website and they get a pop-up. But you can use that with WP subscribers, pop-up domination, or OptiSkin. Okay, just do a Google search for those, and those are 3 different products that will allow you to create this pop-up form. Now, these are all WordPress plugins, so you need to have WordPress installed. Okay, header and footer options. Having a little opt-in form at the very, very top. That's one of the first things that people will see, so many people will opt into it there. Same thing with the footer. When people scroll down after reading a blog post, it's nice to have a little opt-in in the footer. So you can use WP subscribers or ultimate footer ad. Those are 2 that will accomplish this for you. Embedding a form onto any page or post. So maybe at the end of a blog post or at the end of a page. WP subscribers will do this. My List Eruption product will do this, and OptiSkin will do this as well. Okay, here's another little kind of advanced tactic. When people are commenting on your blog, there can be a little checkbox that says subscribe to my newsletter, and that puts them on your email list. And WP subscribers will do this. Also, something called Subscribers Magnet, which is from Max Blog Press. That's another WordPress plugin that will do this. So 2 different options there if you're looking to capture leads through your comments. Content lock. Now, what this means is that you lock down a page or a post or some sort of content, and the user must enter their name and email address, or they must Facebook connect to unlock the page. So WP Pop Lock and Facebook Like Locker, these are 2 that lock down the page, and in order to access the page, you have to give your name and email address. Okay. Facebook Connect opt-in. This is kind of this is more 2012 way of doing list building. Instead of someone having to put their name and email address in, they can just connect with Facebook, and it just links their Facebook account and grabs whatever email address they have inside of Facebook. It'll grab that and put it on your list. So very, very cool stuff. WP will do this. Easy FB opt-in, another great plugin, will do this as well. And this is just another way to get people to opt into your list. You can actually have, with Easy FB opt-in, you can actually choose both if you'd like to connect to Facebook or just enter your name and email address. So another great strategy. Now, this is a very important strategy that I've started using in the last year or 2, and it's worked really well. It's getting into other product creators' funnels. And what I mean by that is that when someone buys a product, they go usually into a members area, or they go to a thank you page where they download the product. And you've probably seen this before. And usually there's a bunch of bonuses or unadvertised content or something like that you can get. Now, usually that is just going to lead you to a squeeze page where you have to opt in for the content. And usually that goes to someone else's list. So what I've done, and what I highly recommend you guys do, is a great strategy, is to find product creators that will be launching products in the upcoming month or months. Okay, reach out to them, say, hey, can I put a free product inside of your members area? Okay, you provide them a banner and a link to your opt-in page. Okay, and now you need to make sure that the user opts in to the form to get access to your product. And now usually it's free content. Okay. And this is a great way to collect free buyers leads, okay? Because the product creator is probably getting JVs, and they're hyping up this launch and getting lots of people to buy their product. Okay, so they're doing all of the hard work for you. Okay, if you can get in on the back end of that in their members area and put in a banner or put in some sort of form that goes to your list, I mean, they're doing the hard work for you. You're just reaping the benefits. Okay. Now, the key to this is to try to create a free product or free content that is relevant to the product creator's product. Okay, so if it's an Amazon product, try to have some sort of content related towards Amazon so that they're more likely to add the content into the back end of their members area because it's relevant to the product. Okay, so that is a great strategy. I highly recommend doing it. You can use the product launch boards to find the guys that are launching products. And especially as you start to build relationships with these JVs, they're usually more apt to putting in your banner or link to your squeeze page in their backend. SafeSwaps.com, another great resource. This is a huge database of people with lists. Okay, these are people that are looking to do ad swaps and solos. It does a great job of telling you how many people are on their list. Just a little hint, this is a great place to find JVs. When I was trying to find JVs at first, I was trying to figure out how to find people that had big lists. And this database on SafeSwaps is amazing because it's just hundreds and thousands of people that have email lists. And the majority of them are in the IM niche. So great place to connect with people and do ad swaps, and it has a whole calendar and it automates the whole process for you. It's pretty cheap. I think it's like $19 a month, but great resource and huge database of people. Okay, you can utilize, there's like viral list plugins that will help just to grow your list organically. The first one, this is the launch I did with Travis Ketchum. It's called Contest Domination. Basically, you run a contest on your site, and people opt into the contest, and they can share it on Facebook and Twitter, and it just helps to grow organically. Facebook Cash or Viral Cash Magnet. This is a launch I did with Cody Brown. This is a Facebook viral plugin where people have to like your fan page and leave their name and email address, and they get access to a free deal or a free coupon or whatever it is that you want to give them. List Eruption. This is a product I did last year that they opt in and they get a referral URL. And you set however many people they need to refer back to your squeeze page in order to get bonus content. Okay, so there are literally hundreds of quality list building plugins out there, but remember the basics. Remember what we just talked about. Where to place opt-ins on your blog, on your website. Just remember all the basics of list building, because you don't want to get caught up in the hype of all these plugins. Okay, there's new plugins coming out every week, it seems, to help grow your list, and some are obviously better than others. But you just don't get caught up in buying product after product, just thinking that's going to be a push-button solution for building your list. The things that we just talked about here on these slides are the foundation of list building, and that's what you should really focus on. But keep your eyes and ears open for new list building ideas and strategies. There's always some quality plugins that I like to test out, and they actually do a good job. So, but don't get caught up in the hype. All right, guys. So a very powerful part of the overall six-figure mastermind course is this video. So feel free to review it again and start implementing these types of list building strategies. So important. All right, guys. I will see you in the next video.